Hey everybody, so today's video is going to be a audiobook recommendation video. So I have some books that I read recently, that I listened to, that I want to recommend to you all today. So there are 6 of them, and I'm really excited to talk about them. But before we do that, I do want to talk about Dossier. Yes, they were kind enough to reach out to me. This is not sponsored, but they were kind enough to send me 2 fragrances for me to try out, and I've been loving them, one more than the other. One that's been getting me so many compliments at work. So yeah, I will be talking about that one right now. But they were really awesome, and they asked if I wanted to work with them, and I said yes, because I love fragrances and I love to smell good. Who doesn't, right? But yeah, so they reached out to me. I was excited. I got these in the mail. I've been trying them for about a week and a half, and I really am enjoying them. I just think they're really good. They are vegan and cruelty free as well, so that's also a big thing for me. One thing that I do want to mention though is that one of these is a fragrance that is inspired by Dior Sauvage, and I do know that Dior is not cruelty free. This was a present to me. I did not purchase this, but I have used it because it smells so good. Dossier is, they specialize in recreating perfumes and colognes that are inspired by luxury products that are way more expensive than you think. Like, there are perfumes out there that this is only, I think this one runs for about $100, that are cost more than $200, more than $300 for a bottle of perfume. And Dossier is really good. You're paying like $39 to I think $59 for your perfume, which it would probably cost a lot more. But they also have a risk-free program, so when you get your perfume in the mail, you can go ahead, open it up, and you will find along with the card, right next to your bottle of perfume, there will be a sample spray bottle. And what you do with that is you use that. So you try out the perfume, you use the sample. If you don't like the perfume, you send it back without using the actual perfume bottle, and you can get your money back, or you can exchange it for another perfume bottle. And what's really cool is that when you do send these back, they don't just put them back on the shelf to sell them. They do donate them to a charity, the bottles, so that they can be reused. And I think that's really cool. And also, like I said, the packaging is very sustainable. It's all cardboard, there's no plastic, and it's just, I don't know, I think it's really nice. So like I said, you get the card here. It has the notes and everything on the back, all the information. This one is Aromatic Star Anise. This is the one that is inspired by Dior Sauvage. So you have it right here, fits very snug right here. And this one is also really cool because look at magnetic, Dior, magnetic. So that is, I don't know, that to me that's like an extra touch of having it be like very luxurious. You got a magnetic top. Yeah, I like that. And also, I mean, I'll lose the lid. I will. It'll roll underneath the bed and you'll never see it again. I have a coupon code, which is Richard10, and you get 10% off your order. And also something that's going on right now is that there is a 20% off code that they're using right now on their website. You can get 30% off your order. You can use my code and get 10% more added to the 20. Am I confusing you? Yeah. But they also have a new payment method, which is called Catch. And if you get to the end of your order, you can select Catch and you get, I think, $10 bonus credit. And you also get 10% store credit when you are, purchasing products from their website. So I think that is really cool. But let's go ahead and get to the comparisons for this one. So this is only a perfume I own that, we can compare. The other one, I can't really do that. But this is Dior, like I said. Let me go ahead and give it just a little one. That's all we need. This is an eau de parfum, so this is a lot heavier than a regular cologne, than an eau de toilette. So just to let you guys know that this is an eau de parfum, so it's very heavy. But it's so good. Everyone knows I wear this one. Everyone's always like at work, it's like, Richard's wearing his Dior. Yes, he's feeling himself today. So when I went ahead and used this one, which is the one that's inspired by Dior, nobody told a difference. Nobody could tell a difference. I can tell a slight difference, but to be honest with you, the reason I think it is because this one is an eau de parfum. It's a little bit of a difference. I think this is just a little bit lighter, but it's very close, and no one was able to honestly tell the difference because I wear this one all the time. So I actually haven't worn the Dior in like a week because, okay, well, hold on, let me finish this one. So aromatic star anise has bergamot, pepper, star anise, and it has middle notes of lavender, nutmeg, geranium, and the base notes are patchouli, amberwood, and vetiver. But yeah, so this one is so good, and honestly, you can't really tell the difference. So if you've been wanting to try out Sauvage, I would recommend giving this one a go because it's a pretty good product. Yes. Okay. I'm just making sure I don't drop anything. So this is the one. This is the one right here. This one is Woody Sandalwood, and they're 50 ml bottles. And like I said, comes with a card with the notes. The notes on this one are violet leaves and cardamom. It's the top notes. Middle notes are orris, ambrox, cedarwood, and cyprewal. Yeah, and then the base notes are musk, sandalwood, and amber. And this is inspired by Le Labo Santal 33, the eau de parfum. And this, I think the original perfume is over $200. And I think this one's only $49. So you're getting a really good deal. And also this is the one, like I said, that has been doing it for me. I've been wearing this one. Look at, wait, hold on, let me make sure I have it still. There. Do you see that? Yeah, I've been wearing it. And everybody can tell this is the one every time I go to work. This is the one, everyone loves this one on me. They love this one on me more than the Dior one. Everyone's always like, oh my God, what are you wearing? What are you wearing? It smells so good. People have told me I smell sexy. So this is the one for me. Like, I'm actually gonna go ahead and purchase a bottle because this was sent to me for free. But I'm gonna purchase a bottle for myself, another one, because this one is the one right here. I love this one so much. So I can smell the cedarwood. I can smell a little bit of cardamom. I can smell violet. It's all like, and I think this is unisex, so this is also like really good. So if you're looking for something very like woodsy, very like springy autumn, I don't really know how to say it, like spring in the woods. This one right here, yeah, and it's just so good. And whenever I put it on, I feel like I don't know, it just gives me like an extra boost of like something. I don't know. But it smells so good and I love it so much. So yeah, so that's Woody Sandalwood. And like I said, that's the one that's been getting all the freaking compliments. Like crazy style. But yeah, so I think that's pretty much it. That's all I really wanted to talk to you guys about Dossier. And I would highly recommend trying them. But like I said though, honestly, the one that I'm going to tell you that you probably should go ahead and get, Woody Sandalwood. Like, please try this one. You have to. You can try it out. You can buy it, get it, use a little spray bottle, spray yourself up for a little bit, try it out. You don't like it, you can send it back. But like, this is the one right here. This is the one. And honestly, $49 compared to I think $200. That is pretty much it for that portion. And thank you so much to Dossier for sending me these products for review. But yeah, so that's pretty much it. That's all we're going to talk about for Dossier. And now we're going to go ahead and get into the audiobooks that I have that I want to recommend to you all. So I've been reading a lot of audiobooks like for the past year and a half already. Mostly audio. Yeah, I haven't been reading any physical books, so it's been a little weird. But there are some that I've read recently that I think stand out to me a lot more. A couple of them I read last year, but I do want to mention them. But I think 3 of them I've read this year so far, and I want to talk about them. So, the first one that we're going to talk about, these first 2 are going to be ones that I read last year. So there is No Place Like Home. This is by Mary Higgins Clark. This one is a murder mystery by the Queen, Mary Higgins Clark. Like, she's that one. And this one's about a woman who, when she was young, she accidentally shot her mother to death. And her stepfather, said that she intentionally killed her mother when she was like 9 years old. And I think she was 9, yeah. And so she gets older, she changes her name, she's in the witness protection program. But she ends up finding out that somebody is after her, and she moves back to her old town as well. And things are looking pretty crazy, yeah. And there's just a lot going on, very twisty and fun. I really, really enjoyed that one. And the audiobook, like, especially the narrator for the audiobook, I think it's Jan Maxwell, if I'm not mistaken. She's just really, really good. Really good. And I really enjoy her narrations of Mary Higgins Clark's books. So if you are looking for a Mary Higgins Clark book to read on audio, look for them narrated by Jan Maxwell. I would recommend that, yeah. So that's one that I would highly recommend. Very suspenseful, very fun. And then Misery by Stephen King. Obviously, I think a lot of people have already read this book already, but the audiobook is just, it's really, really good. And I'm trying to remember who, Lindsay Krause, that's who it is. She did an amazing job with this one, like really, really amazing. And I think this one's a pretty long, 12 hours and 21 minutes, but it's Stephen King. And it's really good. It's just as good as the movie, honestly. And there's some things though in the book that I understand why they kept out of the movie, because it would have just been weird. Like when you read it, you'll see. But this is a really good winter read, because you know a lot of it does take place in the winter time. So I would highly recommend this for, like, specifically for winter time. But yeah, so Lindsay Krause does a really good job at narrating this one. And then we have The Maid by Nita Prose. Now I only gave this 3 stars, but the audiobook I think is what gave it the 3 stars for me. If I had tried to read it physically, I probably would have DNF'd it. I'm not gonna lie. But the narrator, Lauren Ambrose, yes, okay. Way to do your research, Richard. Lauren Ambrose did a really great job with the audiobook. I would highly recommend reading the audiobook because you might like it a lot more than the physical book. And there's just a lot more personality going on. So yeah, highly recommend the audiobook. And like I said, I gave it 3 stars, but like the audiobook was good. The audiobook was good. Okay, and then we have Ophi's Ghost. This is by Justina Ireland. This one was narrated by Bonnie Turpin. I could not forget that, because Bonnie Turpin is an amazing audiobook narrator. I would love to actually listen to every audiobook that she's narrated. There's just something about her that she's just really, really good. This is a middle grade supernatural mystery about a young girl who can see ghosts, and there's a mystery that she's got to solve, basically. And I think it takes place in the 30s, if I'm not mistaken, or in the 20s. And Bonnie Turpin just knocks it out the park. Just like, she's amazing. So we have that one right there. And then the next one is When the Reckoning Comes. This is by LaTanya McQueen. It was narrated by Kara Young. I think this one was like 8 hours long, 8.5 hours long. And it was really, really good. It was very scary, very twisty, very spooky. Very spooky. I don't know if I recommend reading this while like you're laying in bed or something like that. You'll fuck with your head. But this is about a woman who goes back home to visit her friend at her wedding, like go to her friend's wedding. Her friend is having her wedding at a plantation. So that happens, and there are ghosts that are not very happy about that. That are starting to terrorize everyone, and rightfully so. And yeah, I think that's all I want to say about it, but it is so good. And honestly, this needs to be turned into a movie. This needs to be turned into a movie, and the narrator did such an amazing job. I highly recommend this one. I think it's really good for any time of the year, probably a little bit more October, but like it's a fall read. It's good. And then the last one we have is Gallant. This is by V.E. Schwab. This is narrated by Julian Tutt, or was it Julian Ryan Tutt? Yeah, this was 7.5 hours long, 7 hours and 41 minutes, excuse me. But this narrator did the book complete justice. It was so good. So like I felt like I was listening to an old Victorian story. That's what it felt like to me. Like, this narrator has the voice for that. Like, there's just something about the way that he told the story. It was just so good. And also V.E. Schwab, I haven't read like she used to go by Victoria Schwab, and I've only read one book by her, and I think it was The Archived, I think, and that was so long ago that I don't even remember. But VE is an amazing writer, so I need to read some more stuff by them. I don't know what their pronouns are, but but like, yes, really, really good. Highly recommend this one. Like, honestly, if there's one, let me see. So I have 6 of them right here. If there's one that I could recommend out of all of them for audiobook wise, audiobook listening pleasure, I would say Gallant. I like Gallant better, but I think it's Gallant. I don't know. That one. That's a really good one. Yes. So that is pretty much it. That's all I have to talk about today. Really hope you guys go ahead and check out some of these audiobooks, because like I said, top tier, amazing. And also go check out Dossier and try out their products. Yes. So I will see you all next time with another video. If you have any audiobooks that you think are really good, that you think that I would like, put them in the comments. Get these comments going. And I will see you all next time. Okay. I think that's it.